Hey everybody, I'm schmerkadabur, and welcome back to This Is the Police. The Golden Bird says that an analyst tells it the most contraband passes through the dockyard. The Freeburg Tribune says that Beatbusters Dance Studio has organized a performance near the Corn Monument. That's nice. And the Fact, Freeburg's #1 paper, says a beauty contestant has broken her leg. What a shame. What a shame. She'll be able to be in the Special Beauty Olympics, though. That'll be good. Jackson, I was up all night and couldn't sleep. You're tired. Go home. No, O'Sullivan. You're coming in. William, some pipes in my house busted. Alright, but come in tomorrow. And Powers, nope. I accidentally broke, nope. God, look at all the, holy shit. No! Everybody come in. Start the day. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, I've got new music, yes. All right. Here, Take a Walk by Walter Flores. Watercolor Grays by Keith Butler. Okay. No. Oh, well. No. I want to play something else. We'll listen to this. That's fine. We'll play a different one tomorrow. All right. We've got our funerals in. Come on. There we go. All right. Lazzarini, Sonny Bonds. I did you in for $400. For 400 measly dollars. And Adams, you done got snitched. Okay. Hopefully it'll happen to O'Sullivan next. Let's check out City Hall. Get our officer, detective, and our raise. And then back to the police station. Is there anybody new? There still isn't anybody new. Son of a bitch. Alright, well, that's all we can really do this morning. Suicide threat at the high school. A middle school student locked herself in the chemistry teacher's office and is threatening to mix herself a lethal cocktail and drink it. Teachers are afraid to break down the door and report the girl has shown unstable behavior in the past. According to one of the classmates, I think someone broke her heart, but I don't know the details. Okay. Oscar Peterson, Scanlon, and Forbes. Get out there. Oh no, just Oscar Peterson and Scanlon. That's fine. Off you go. Now, there's fucking construction outside of my house still. Oh, I guess I didn't submit it. Send. They've been doing construction next door for months and months and months and months. And, like, they're making tons of fucking noise. I'm so sorry if you can hear it through my mic. I'm terribly sorry. I do all the editing I can to get rid of it, but a lot of times it doesn't work. Alright, they've done it. Great job. Now, what do I want to do here? What's going on? Can I check my investigations? I have no open investigations. I could reopen the double homicide from 17 days ago, but I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. So we'll just leave that alone for now. It's not going to lead us to another gang, I don't think. Okay. Jack, we've got something going down at the pawn shop at 1639. We're going to let that one slide. Alright. A saleswoman at a clothing store called to report a theft. A girl exited the dressing room wearing 4 t-shirts and made for the exit. The scanner at the store sounded its alarm, but the thief managed to slip through and ran into the street. Assman. McSpankley. Yeah, it's just a shoplifting. That's fine. But there was fraud at the liquor store. A cashier started flirting with the customer, asking her to show him her ID or he wouldn't sell her a bottle of wine. He then called the police, insisting it must be a fake ID. She just couldn't be 35 years old. I'll give her 29 tops. Really? Higgins and O'Sullivan? I guess? I mean, we've got the manpower. Let's go check it out. If it's a fake ID, then we've made a catch. If it's not, then we can tell this guy to fuck off and stop being such a sleazy douche. Okay, sleazy douches. Let's go find out. Are they there? They have arrived. Hooray. Alright. Assman and McSpankley. What a team. McSpankley and Assman. I love it. They have caught the shoplifter, and the woman's ID was legit. That's fine. And now she's definitely going to want to date you, dude, because you made her stick around at the liquor store, harassing her, and allowed cops to harass her as well. Great job. 3 armed men attempted to rob a pawn shop, but the security system was too much. The door's all locked, and the assailants are trapped inside. They're threatening to kill the owner unless they're released. All right. Powers. Asano. Tsubaki. Smith. Forbes. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. And, man, I really want some new meat in. I've got 2 slots for cops, and I'm not using them. I could have left those people in the morgue and made money from them. All right. Several hospital patients have complained they've lost valuables and money. Okay. Scanlon and, McSpankley. Yeah. Go check it out. Robbery at the bank. A van approached the bank as it was closing. 3 masked men jumped out and quickly opened the door and disappeared inside. Witness Betty Davis immediately called the police. She thought the criminals might be armed, but she wasn't sure. Well, it's very nearby. So, Purdy, Peterson, Assman, and Higgins, and SWAT. Go ahead. Okay, yeah, the bank's not far, so if we need SWAT, we should get them back just in time. Oh boy, everybody's on their way out right now, huh? Alright, the armed robbery has been handled. Fuck me, I did it again! Oh no, the mob is gonna hate me so much. Alright, there's a couple elderly men sitting on a bench in the park playing strip poker. 5 people already called in to file a complaint. I've never seen anything more disgusting in my life. A couple of elderly men. Okay, can we get some people back first, maybe? That would be nice.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Yeah, we're about to get people back, so let's send them out. And then we'll send out Forbes and whoever. Alright, one of the victims said he saw an old janitor quietly rummaging through the ward. Search the closet. A gray-haired janitor wearing overalls tries to quietly sneak away. Run after him. Scanlon and McSpankley, getting it done. I love it. I love it. They caught that evil janitor. Okay, and public indecency at the park. We're going to send Powers, Forbes, and Tsubaki. Yeah, that's a good group to handle some naked old men. I like that. And, looks like everything else is good. Okay, the robbery has also been handled. Very nice. Shit, the mob's gonna be so unhappy with me. It's so bad. One man victoriously jumps to his feet, throws his cards down to the bench, turns his bare ass towards the playground, and shouts, "Ha! I won!" Okay, throw a coat on him and arrest him. Easy. That was an open and shut one. Oh man, I love this game. There's so much good humor in it, and it's also, like, quite dark. There's some nice, really grim things going on. It makes some statements that of course, I can get behind. It's just good. This game is good. The gameplay is not exactly, like, super fast-paced, and sometimes the cutscenes can overwhelm the gameplay a little bit, but for the most part, this game is great. Okay, the mob is going to be very upset. Let's find out how upset the mob is with us. Oh, we've got a cutscene, speaking of which. Here we go. Is that Jack? It's gotta be Jack, right?
Martin, what happened?
We've got him, Jack. We got our guy.
Yes!
I'm on my way.
Yes! It's gonna be Lana. You know it's gonna be Lana. Fuck me, man. That
Well,
sucks.
what's the situation?
2 things. First of all, our guy isn't a guy.
What?
She's over 6 feet tall. She's so strong it took 3 guys to take her down, and she wasn't even putting up a fight. If she had a mind to cause trouble, we would have needed a tank. Second, she's not saying a word. Nothing at all. When we took her down, she was packing her drill in her bag and going out somewhere. The clues in her trailer, they were... Well, there's not a lot of room for doubt. There's a lot of evidence.
I'm going in.
Be careful. I'll bet she could snap those handcuffs if she wanted.
Yikes, we've got a real-life Amazon in here. This is awesome. But who is it?
There's no doubt this is the woman who's been killing women across Freeburg. But it's not the dentist sitting in front of me. Either she began killing at the tender age of 4, or someone's playing games with us.
Ah.
A game I don't yet see. But this woman knows more than I do. Shame that her eyes are so empty. She's not gonna answer my questions. At least not today. She's finished her bloody job, but she's working for someone else. Not hard to guess who's behind this.
Is it the mayor? It's gotta be the mayor.
So fast? She say something?
She's not gonna tell us anything, Martin. I'm going home, get a couple more hours sleep. One of the nice things about the world going to hell, everyone's secrets are quickly revealed. Who has time for secrets these days?
That's a nice phrase. That's really good. Who has time for secrets these days? I love that. Ah, wow. Okay. Great. It's October 3rd, day 81. The Golden Beard says a segregationist teacher has been promoted to dean. How do you like that, Freeburg? The Freeburg Tribune says street racers stage an accident in the city center. And The Fact, Freeburg's #1 paper, says dressed in blood film banned in local theaters for excessive cruelty. Please don't hate me, Mafia. They don't hate me. I must have gotten really on their good side, because this is shocking. This is really shocking. That or Christopher Sand just, has totally forgotten what's going on. Let's go to work, and let's scope out our music, and there should be a new catalog. Oh, another cutscene. Look at this. What's going on there, Jack?
Lots of Caesars.
Ah, cigars. Ooh, here he is. It's
With
the
that
not the
outfit, I could
dentist.
see you coming a
Robespierre.
mile away, Mr. Boyd.
Ah, Mr. Chaffee. Knowing your love of theatrics, I was afraid you'd keep the mystery surrounding the dentist going for at least another day or two.
What could you mean, Mr. Boyd? Well, it's true. Robespierre does have a passion for mystery and the dramatic. But there's no need to confuse the actor with his character. For you, I'll play the hurried businessman who likes to cut to the chase. That's not quite me either, but though this mask I wear is quite a burden, I have long grown used to it. Besides, I don't want to distract you from your 180-day quest, not for a second longer than necessary. My, is half your time already up?
Yeah, but I've already made half the money. So, everything's cool. Where are you taking me, Chaffee? Where are we going? What are we doing here? Tell me something. Inform me. Enlighten
imagine,
me.
Mr. Boyd, the painstaking work I've done to cultivate this maniac image. I turn to such literature the likes of which I wish I never knew. If our law enforcement agencies possessed even the slightest aesthetic sense, they would have instantly seen the game for what it was. And the postcards. What can I say?
And if the real dentist turned up again at the wrong moment, I don't imagine lunatics take kindly to imposters.
The dentist died of a heart attack last spring while he was sunbathing on the beach. I discovered this quite by accident. From a university friend, a therapist. It was he who convinced the dentist to stop killing, by the way.
Why the murders? Obviously they'd all been raped by Rogers. It would have been much easier to just get them to talk.
Mr. Boyd, the last thing I want is to appear a brutish butcher. I spent enough time on these women to know they were no use to me alive. Not sure if I should be ashamed to say it, but Stuart Rogers far surpasses me in his ability to intimidate people. Apparently, such things only come with experience. But murder? For that I truly do feel ashamed. It's a burden I shall have to bear for the rest of my days. But sadly, it's not my greatest shame.
What could be more shameful? To frame an innocent woman for such terrible crimes?
What? Are you unhappy with a woman cast as the serial killer? Firstly, I'd say Dear Jordan adds a certain grace to the whole sordid story.
Yeah.
And second,
I kind of
of
agree,
all the people I
Chaffee.
hold in my debt, she's the strongest. And not just physically. Third, she had good reason to settle her debt with me as quickly as possible. Without going into details, I'll just say that she's a very, very caring mother.
Jesus, Chaffee, you're a real son of a bitch, you know that? And you're taking
Do
my
these
cigars?
taste good? Had we met earlier, Mr. Boyd, I would have shown you a far more refined pleasure. One without such an unpleasant smell.
All right, Chaffee, it's starting to get
I'm
weird.
afraid to even imagine what you count as pleasures, Mr. Chaffee. Fountains of blood in the city square?
Mr. Boyd, you're not listening to me at all. I didn't take any enjoyment from the killings. Everything I've done was of strict necessity. I couldn't make Jordan kill all the women that Rogers raped. That would have been excessive. If I had made her kill them all, you'd be rather upset, no?
I can't say I fully understand your plan, Mr. Chaffee, but you've given me more than enough reasons to arrest you.
Yes, but allow me to counter them with one good reason not to.
Okay, so where the fuck are we, Chaffee? Are you gonna kill me? Like, why? What's the end game here, Chaffee? Of course it's taking down the mayor. It's gotta be taking down the mayor.
Yes, not the best restaurant in town.
And maybe you're just not familiar with the full range of our services. When I inherited this tasteless place from my father, I knew I could never make it into an exquisite restaurant. Instead, I accentuated the atrocity of it all, an aesthetic of a different kind. Now I even live here. To me, this complex is like a microcosm of Freeburg. But we're not here to talk about that. At school, I read a French novel whose name doesn't need mentioning, and I read many amazing things. It seems that in Paris, just before the Revolution, certain places were quite popular. People of wealth and taste visited from the city, shed their luxurious coats, peeled off their white gloves, and with the help of the local farmer, they brutally stabbed a hole in a bull and decorated themselves with the splattering blood as they prepared a large piece of meat for the fire. In the bull's suffering, these effeminate aristocrats found a perverse sort of pleasure. Now I make these pleasures available to the people of Freeburg. I will be honest with you. People who pursue such cruelty truly are crazy. But what is interesting? The best steaks are cut from the tender meat of young bulls. 11 months is just right. Beautiful, healthy, full of strength. But these wealthy degenerates who pay $7,000, so our experts will show them where to plunge the blade for maximum effect. Even they don't have the spirit to slaughter the young bull. The thought never enters their minds. They look into the eyes of the healthy animal, bursting with energy, and they quickly shuffle past. As if by instinct, they are drawn to the old, weary, fading bulls. And then, with terrible smiles on their faces, they chew through tough steaks that taste of burning rubber. They feel that they're doing something real with their own hands, a sort of natural selection, as if they're agents in the natural process. But nature also teaches us that the old beast, unable to fend off any threat, might yet survive if it cowers in a dark corner and pretends it doesn't exist. Then, perhaps, the young predator will pass. Mr. Scott will drive you back. I'm late for an appointment.
I'm not sure I fully understand the metaphor here, Chaffee.
Mr. Boyd, you won't believe it, but the person I just got off the phone with was talking about you.
Seems like I'm pretty popular these days.
By the way, Mr. Boyd, I've got to ask, why $500,000?
Jesus, enough!
Go
Enough
fuck
with this
yourself,
question.
Troy Starr.
Indeed, Jack. Indeed. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, man, I don't like that guy. I don't like him one bit. I don't like him one little penny. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Mr. Boyd, we congratulate you on the most high-profile arrest of your career. Today, you are truly a hero of Freeburg. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. My career is far from over. How did you manage to track down the dentist? I'm a brilliant detective. Over time, I was able to understand the killer's mind and anticipate his moves. Are you surprised the dentist was a woman? Not really. Women are just as capable of evil as men. How do you comment on rumors about the relationship between Mayor Rogers and all 5 of the Dennis Freeburg's victims? No comment. I have nothing to say. Thank you. Okay. Huh. Wow. What a day. What a day, everyone. That was crazy. Okay. Jack Boyd, I got inside the dentist's head. The Freeburg Tribune says that a convicted serial killer, Albert Ramirez, sues the city. And the fact, Freeburg's #1 paper says famous DJs play Roof of Atticus Tower. And everybody's still happy with me. I can't believe it. I can't believe the Mafia doesn't just fucking hate me at this point. This is bonkers. Alright. My band's playing a charity concert. Sure, Tar. Go home. That's it? Even Wolf didn't want to leave? I can't believe it. I can't actually believe it. Okay. Alright, we got some new stuff now. So, anything... Stella's Smile... I guess I only pre-ordered those 2. Hush Money. That one sounds new. Chopin's Cello Sonata. Careless Love I cannot listen to. Okay, we're going to go over here, and we're going to listen to Watercolor Grays. Let's see what that's all about. That sounds really nice. Sounds kind of relaxing. Let's see. That is nice. The dentist is behind bars, 175 grand. Fuck yes, thank you, City Hall. All right, and here's $130 for your salary. And another police officer slot. Fan-fucking-tastic. And look at this, we've got some new people. We are absolutely hiring Grizzly McNally. One for, let's see, Grizzly, I want you on shift A. And Chantel, I want you on shift B. And that leaves us with 1 slot left. Both of these people are kind of old, so I feel like it's a good idea to hire them because I could fire them if necessary, just because they're old. Let's hire Norito Ozaki for shift A. Okay, great. We've also got a raise and a detective slot, which we are going to use to hire Frank Drebin. Look at this guy. This is clearly... Wasn't there a character named Frank Durbin in something? Anyway, he looks like George Carlin, so he's getting hired for sure. Go to shift A, George. All right, and we're going to share half of this with our staff. Very nice. And get the day going. There's been a breaking and entering in the burbs. Hello, is this the police? It's Dolores Parks. Someone is in my house. I hear footsteps coming from downstairs. My husband is on a business trip and won't be home for another hour. Please come right now. I know it must be some terrorist who's going to rob and rape me. I've locked myself in my room, but a door won't stop this beast. Okay. Assman, Reed, and Forbes. It doesn't sound like this is a real thing, but just in case, we're gonna send some folks out, and that'll calm her down. And who knows? Maybe somebody actually is breaking and entering. But it's probably just her husband home a little early. Probably just made great time on his flight, right? Yeah, that makes sense. A crowd is gathered on the steps of City Hall, demanding that city officials legalize euthanasia. The protesters are chanting, "My life, my death, my choice." City Hall employees report that the people brought homemade signs and the protest is proceeding peacefully. If it's peaceful, I'm just gonna leave it be. I'm just gonna leave it be. I've cracked down on enough protests. I don't need to crack down on this one. The cracking down on protests has made it so I make $0 a week. Yeah, he was just home early. That's fine. But I'm still glad I sent him out, just in case. Suspicious individual at the library. Librarian Rolando Boone reported a young man came in looking for books on chemistry and monographs on explosive substances, and publications on extremist topics. Many of these books he requested are prohibited. The guy looks scary. His eyes made my blood run cold. Okay. Asano and Tsubaki back together again. And how about O'Sullivan and Smith go with them? Alright, yeah, we're gonna leave that one alone, because fuck City Hall, man. I mean, they did just give me a ton of cash for catching the dentist, but fuck them. Yeah, Bye, everybody. Nobody was hurt. All right, as soon as the suspect sees the police, he pulls a huge knife from his bag and rushes towards the librarian, shouting, "You called the pigs?" Stop yelling, it's a library. Shoot him. He's gonna kill that guy if we don't. All right, nice work, everybody, nice work. All right. Chief Boyd, I represent the interests of a private military corporation which is hoping to attract a significant investment from your city. We are preparing an investor presentation. We'd like to demonstrate the inadequacy of police training in matters of public safety. Please understand this is just a business. We can all win here. Give us a couple hours with your weakest and laziest guys, and my kids will look like gladiators next to them. I promise you, the company will remain in your debt. All right. Williams? Are they going to be back soon? They are going to be back soon. We're going to send Smith and Williams out there. That's going to be good. All right. Here we go, and Smith and Williams, off you go. They might quit after this, which is why I wanted to send 2 bad ones, and I don't want to have to buy a new snitch, so we're keeping O'Sullivan for now. Suspicious individual at Desire Park. Parishioner Mana Bush, while she was on her way to church, encountered a group of incredibly strange teenagers. They were running around in weird costumes, fighting with sticks and talking like robots. Maybe these crazy kids escaped from a mental hospital. They didn't. They're just LARPing. Obviously, they're shooting lightning bolts at each other and pretending to be knights. What is it called? Darkon. Yeah, they're just doing Darkon. Don't worry about it. I'm not sending anybody. You fucking churchgoers. Boss, these guys are like machines. They walked all over us, but we learned a lot. 20 minutes with these guys is better than a whole year at the academy. Mr. Cottrell says he was very pleased with our performance and offered us free training at their training complex. Nice! They're happy. Yeah! Fucking do it. $5,000. I love it. I love it. Oh, good. Good. They're going to the academy, basically. That's fantastic. Science Fiction Club. God. Alright, homicide in an office building. Gladys Shell was enraged about some comment that her colleague Matthew Tolan made. She grabbed a stapler and began to beat him over the head with it. Then Miss Shell yelled loudly and lashed out at the secretary. "She's having a nervous breakdown. Please hurry," said the suspect's boss, who phoned the incident in. I don't think we need the SWAT team. But we will send Purdy. We will send Assman, Forbes and Reed, and Higgins and McSpankley. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. We don't need SWAT team out there. It's fine. We will need SWAT for this. An anonymous tip just came in. A large shipment of Colombian coffee is being unloaded, and they're shipping heroin inside the beans. There's only a few guards watching them unload the shipment, so if the police roll up, they might just give up without a fight. All right. Send the house. Great. And, oh, boy, we're not going to make it to this robbery. Come over quick, I've been robbed. This little bastard stole a treasure. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it might not be necessary for me to go to that. I sure hope that that's the case, because I'm not going to make it. I am absolutely not going to make it. Alright. Office building. The woman grabbed a second stapler. In her hands, these staplers look like deadly weapons. Okay. Hit her in the jaw. Alright, great job, everybody. Great job. They're coming back, but they're not going to be back quite in time. I sent a bunch of amazing people and the SWAT team. Handle it. Okay. They handled it, and we found some coke. Let's have the mafia sell it. And everybody will get back in time for this noise complaint. Hopefully this robbery... Good! Quarreling with the mother of a boy who climbed into the fountain and took out some coins. I made that wish, and your little bastard stole it. That does suck. That's a sucky thing, but, like, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay. We're getting a whole bunch of people back, so we won't have any problems here. A noise complaint. A respectable-sounding man with a sleepy voice called in, complaining that fireworks are being set off right in front of his house. They look like bums, but they have huge bags filled with all sorts of firecrackers. Alright. Purdy, Higgins, and McSpankley. Go check it out. Destruction of property. Patricia Buckler says 10 or so people came onto a farm with some strange equipment. They wandered around with their gear for a while, then stopped and began to dig a huge pit. Her husband didn't approve of people rummaging around on his property, but his attempt to investigate ended in a fight where he was badly beaten. My goodness. Asano, Tsubaki, Assman, Reed, Forbes, and O'Sullivan. I take that back. Clear them all. Asano, Tsubaki, Oscar Peterson, Assman, Reed, and Forbes. Perfect. We've got Scanlon and O'Sullivan behind in case something does come up, because all of our officers are on their way out right now. So let's leave a couple behind. Scanlon is very, very capable. We just promoted him to a 3 chevron officer, and O'Sullivan sucks, but Scanlon will whip her into shape if she needs to go out. All right. 3 drunk men on the street lighting fireworks and throwing them about. When they see the police, one of them pulls out a firework that looks like dynamite and sets fire to the fuse. Aim at the man with the taser. The man throws the explosive. The wick is burned halfway down. Taser the man with the explosive and extinguish the fuse. Nice work. Everybody is safe. Whew, that was a close one. And destruction of property, it looks like they handled it no problem. Very, very nice. And the day is coming to an end. How do you like that? All right. As soon as 2 o'clock hits, we are good to go to end the day. Awesome. That was a good day. Good one. End the day, please. We haven't had an investigation in a long-ass time. Are we going to have another cutscene here? It's October 5th, Saturday, and there is no cutscene, so that's going to be it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. You know I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. I'll see you around. I will see you next time. I can't wait to play more This Is the Police, and I can't wait to do it with you. Have a great day. Bye.